Good evening. We're doing an SEO audit of ogilvyconstruction.com. Howdy, I'm Kieran from Clear Imaging, and I've been doing search engine optimization since all the way back in 2003. I'm doing this today because I want to give you my knowledge so you can grow your business. The goal of this audit is to 1. Find SEO mistakes in your website, and 2. Give you the solution. And I just want to make it very clear, this is just a brief 10-minute SEO audit. We will not have time to cover everything, but we will be able to go over the major things so you can make some big changes. Alright, let's dive right in. I'm going to right click over here on the edge, view page source. Going to look for your title. Here it is. This tells Google what your page is about. It is super important. I see here we have a service area, 3 cities. Then we have 3 keyword phrases. So if I were you, I'd remove 1 keyword and 1 city and put your company name, and then that would be perfect. Alright, let's keep going. So if you've used Microsoft Word, you might remember heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3 for formatting paragraphs. So we also use those on web pages when we make paragraphs. And we call them H1s, H2s, and H3s. And Google looks at that and takes it as a key for what the page is about. So this is your heading 1 here. We can look for it. Here it is. So that's pretty darn good. That's very nicely optimized, so good job. And that's also important for SEO. Next thing I want to look at is amount of text on your home page. I like to see about 500 words. When Google compares your site to competitors, one of the things it looks at is amount of quality text. If they have more than you, they can rank higher than you. So if you had 1 page about bathroom remodeling and your competitor had 10 pages, they would probably rank higher than you. So long story short, let's see 500 words per page. So now I want to open up some of your pages and just see how good you're doing with the amount of text. And we're going to look at the headings too and just see how you're doing. Alright. Got your service pages. We got a heading 1 here, some text, a heading 2, some text. Pretty darn good. Looks good to me. Got a heading 1, heading 2, and a bunch of text. Very nice. We'll keep going. Heading 1, heading 2s. Bunch of text. Very nice. I think you get the idea, right? Heading 1, heading 2, text in between. Very good. They're all following the same pattern. Heading 1, heading 2, bunch of text. Another heading 2 down there. Same story with this one, looking good. This one is the same. Pretty darn good, pretty uniform. Great, so that's your service pages. So your service pages are pretty well sorted out. What about your about page? Yeah, I could use some more text for sure. Alright, well, that's pretty darn good. So just keep your pages on that level. We'll pop open a few of these just in case. Pretty darn good. Yeah, so I think you get the idea. Alright, so we ran, oh my goodness, look at this. You don't have a security certificate. Yeah, you should definitely get one of those. It's going to help your SEO a little bit, and it's also going to help convert your traffic, your curious prospects, into buyers, because they're going to feel more at ease if they see this guy right here. You want to give that to them. You want to give that to them, okay? That's going to scare people. So let's get you a security certificate. So I ran some tests. Look at you. 99 on the Google page speed score. Outstanding. Another test, mobile friendly, of course. So it's looking pretty good. Broken link test. These are some images. This doesn't really matter. Pretty darn good. 3 out of 3. Let's go back to your site here. Check out your project portfolio. Okay. This could use a bit of work. You should break these down into categories. I'd like to see a kitchen section, a bathroom section, flooring. Just break them down, countertops, cabinets, so that way when your prospect lands on the page, they don't have to sift through all these to find the specific service they're interested in. Additionally, as you finish projects, go ahead and add a before and after photo for each project, just 2 photos, and then that way you can show Google that you're working on the site and you're updating it and it's not stale. Alright, how about reviews? Okay, this could use some work. I'd like to see the name of the person, and then the date, and then the city, and then a line in between each one. Additionally, if you can get a before and after photo, that would be really incredible. That would build a lot of confidence um, in the prospect with your company. And then also, the more text you add here, the more it's going to feed Google, because Google loves more text. So, and it's going to help convert your traffic into leads. So definitely get into that. How about social media? Let's take a look. I don't see any links to your social medias. It's always a good thing to throw them on here. You can put them down here, or I like to put them at the bottom out of the way. It's just going to help Google associate your domain name up here with your social media accounts, so that way they can rank together. Alright, let's keep rocking and rolling. I notice we have an article section. That's great. There we go. So it looks like you've done some advanced SEO. Well, I want to talk to you about SEO a little bit, since we're on the topic. So I see you did advanced SEO, which is great. You got a nice bunch of quality pages written. But I don't know if you're aware of this, but SEO is an ongoing campaign. It never really ends. So you can't just SEO your site and think that you're done forever, because SEO is actually it's a race. People trying to get to the top of Google, and you're in that race with everybody else. And you usually get to the top by creating content. So the guys who are creating more content are going to rank at the top. Google doesn't put sites at the top that are doing the bare minimum. It puts sites at the top that are going above and beyond. So if you want to get to the top and stay there, it's all about that constant creation of quality content continuously. So, if you're making 5 pages a year, okay. If you're making 50 pages a year, Google's going to consider you, it's going to look at you a lot different. So, minimally a page every 2 weeks you should be looking at. So you can differentiate yourself from your competitors and show Google you're not just a 20-page website. You're here to dominate. You're a source of knowledge on the web, and then you're just going to blow the competition out of the water. So that's what I would really recommend to you for your 2020 SEO strategy, is to double down on that content. Get 500 words written every 2 weeks minimally, and then it takes a while, but the guys who aren't doing it are not at the top. The guys who are doing it get to the top. So just make a note of that. Let's keep rolling along. Here you are. I checked you out. This is pretty concerning. Really, it's great that you have 5 stars, so thank goodness for that. At least it's not 1 stars. But when your prospect is researching you, which they will be, no matter if they're a boomer, a Gen X, or a millennial, they're going to see this and they'll feel like a little bit of, like a little bit of uneasiness, a little bit of disappointment or uncertainty, and they're going to gravitate to a company that has more. For instance, if there's a competitor of yours and they have 100 reviews, they're just going to get more business just because of those reviews, because of the quantity. It's just magnetism. There's no denying it. You might be a better company than they are, but if they have more reviews, then people are just going to get sucked into that. So you know it now. You know what's up. So let's take this knowledge and go with it. And in 2020, let's really get you bumping up into 50 and then eventually 100, so you could be dominating and just getting business just because you have the reviews. And I noticed I don't see many other accounts. I saw Yelp here, only have 5. I don't see Home Advisor also. You really need to get those reviews going, because that's going to bring you in more business, and it's going to help you rank higher in the maps. So when people are searching for bathroom remodeling near me, or kitchen cabinets near me, or whatever, which people are doing those searches, you're going to rank higher because you have more reviews. So if you need some help with that, we have a new service over here called Reputation Management, where we help you get those reviews from your past and current customers. So if you're interested, let us know. Let your account manager know, and we can tell you more about it. All right. So let's carry on to the next areas. These are your web stats. And anything over 2,000 is pretty good. But you should also keep in mind that this tool down here, this is the monthly visits right over here. Anything over 2,000 pretty good, but our tool here is also counting return visits. So if you want to get an exact amount, you should get Google Analytics, so you can really see the exact number. So these are a bit low. So it looks like we should get you some more traffic, which SEO will help with that. But I do suggest you double down on the SEO, and also the Google reviews would help with that as well. All right, let's come back here with anything else to take a peek at. Coming back to your home page. Right. Well, that just about does it for our little SEO audit. I hope you found it was helpful. And this is us, of course, over here at Clear Imaging. And as I said, it was just a brief 10-minute SEO audit. We can't cover every point, but we did go over enough stuff to give you some ideas to make some big changes to get your site moving up in search results. And if you've been watching this and you've been thinking, hey, you know, I don't have time for this, I want these guys to do it for me, we can certainly help you with that. I don't know if you know this, but we've been helping small business owners get their websites moving up in Google since 2004. And we've been able to be in the game that long because we only do 100% ethical SEO techniques. And we do offer advanced SEO, which I'm sure you're already aware of. So if you're interested, please speak with your account manager about that. And in regards to our assessment here, our little audit, you know, if you want me to clarify anything, if you want some more information or more knowledge, I'm at your service. I'd love to give you more knowledge. So don't be shy, just let me know. All right, until then, thanks a lot and take care.